Hi, this is Kendra from Pencil and Pigment, and today I wanted to talk about these brush pens. Now, these are the brush pens from Pentel. They are called Pentel Fude, and I happen to own actually 3 of them, and I have backup cartridges. So when you get the pen, it has a little ring. You unscrew it. These unscrew off. You remove the ring, and then you put the cartridge on. And then you squeeze some ink into the chamber and you can get to creating. Now, these come in a wide variety. This blue one is extra fine. This gray one is fine. There's medium, broad, sumi, suki, and washi, and those get bigger and bigger. I will link to a photo that shows you that. So I want to show you the difference between the extra fine and the fine. There's not a huge difference. I purchased both of these on Amazon. Not a huge difference. It's just a hair tinier. But you can also get these on Jet Pens, and Etsy has some. So these are nylon bristle brush, and it is very soft. It's very flexible, and you can get a wide variety of ink flow depending on how much ink from this cartridge you squeeze into this chamber. So these are made from 78% recycled plastic, and they range from about $6 a piece to $11 a piece, and the refills range about $2.50, and I'm doing everything in US dollar. And these come in 18 different colors. These are dye-based inks, they're water soluble, and they are fugitive, so they're not light fast. These are really, really good for print reproduction and sketchbooks. Very flexible, lots of elasticity when pressing down, and they sort of go back to their original shape, and you can control the ink flow. So, why I like these so much is the variety of line you can get with them. Now, if you're interested in calligraphy and you're working on the different lines, it can look like that. Now, I'm going to show you, I'm going to squeeze ink into this chamber. You want to sort of practice and experiment with that. You want to make sure that you don't go too crazy with it when you're first starting out and you're first learning, because you can sort of puddle the ink. But this is such a cool pen for learning illustration or silhouette. I have never had one of these bleed through paper. And I have used this on printer paper. Almost every single sketchbook has something. I will link an entire sketchbook tour I did using this pen. And it's just so much fun. So I also have here just a cheap water brush because it is water soluble. So you can get different value tone from spreading this out with water. So I'm just gonna draw and doodle, and we're just going to enjoy my mess and my process. Now, I'm using a piece of hot press studio watercolor paper just for this demo because I plan on getting, as messy as humanly possible, but you can use any paper you want. I really, really enjoy this product. I think it lays down so quickly. You get the idea of what you want. I've noticed that with paper that is really coated, like the Tomoe River, and I will link my Plan With Me video from Monday, you can see striations and stripes within that a bit. I'm okay with it, but if streaking and things like that really don't appeal to you, then maybe not on that style of paper, and you just stick to sort of the standard sized papers. So I am just doing a quick little doodle portrait here. Because I thought that would be kind of fun. To just sort of get a little crazy and wild with it. This is such a fun pen, and I did all of Smoggist back in August, and I did animal wings on all kinds of animals that did not have any wings with this pen, because you can fill the page so quickly. It's such a great pen for adding texture and depth. And this pen comes in gray. If you want to start out with gray, it comes in sepia. There's purple, there's pink. I'm trying to think, let's see. There's just so many different things you can do with this. You can create really cool texture and fur if that is something that you're working towards. Figure out what some of your goals are for your illustrations. And maybe your goals this year are to work on animals or on faces. I'm doing another portrait just for fun, but you know, any way you want to do it is the right way to do it. And you don't have to use a brush pen with this product. It's entirely up to you, but if you're going to do fur, vary the direction, vary the size, vary the width, vary the length, and you will get very realistic looking fur for your texture. If you're doing scales on a snake, and again, for folks that love brush lettering, practicing the going up and coming down, going up, coming down, and some of the different calligraphy sort of styles and different practice things that you can do to get used to what level of pressure you use for writing can be extremely helpful. You can get really, really tiny. And again, I have the extra fine one because I tend to want the flexibility of working as small as possible for adding into sketchbooks and things, but you don't have to. So if you like stippling and creating texture with stipple, you know, hair follicles, or you're just creating a different type of shadow, cross hatching in general, this is such a fun pen. So if you are doing a no-buy, this may be something to add to a shopping list for 2023, or this may be something you have no use for. Maybe looking at this and you're thinking, yeah, that's not how I create, that's not how I draw, I'm not interested in anything that sort of gives me that effect. Then perfect, you don't have to waste your money on a product like this. I want to talk about one I do own that I hate. So, I'm just going to be full transparent on everything. Here is a piece of Canson black paper that one of my lovely children shared with me. Now, these are old. I purchased these at least 3 to 4 years ago. This one is 2 years old. This is the white. I do not recommend the white. Mine is hard as a rock. It's already dried out. And when it did create, there's my cat. Hi, cat baby. It was never opaque. So I just want to mitigate expectation. You can look on Jet Pens and read the reviews. There's a lot of trouble with the white ink of this version. And I was so excited because, oh my God, a brush pen of white ink. Yes, please. I have some Dieter white ink for manga, and maybe I'll try and figure out how to put that in this cartridge or get an empty cartridge next year and clean this up a bit. But it's never looked better than this. So I would say stick to other colors, read the reviews. Always go for products that have over 4 stars, because more often than not, you know, looking at the amount of reviews, like, people aren't pleased with this one. So I would say skip the white. Try the black one. If you are interested in a style like this, I will link videos of other artists and creators doodling and just sort of making the art they enjoy using this style of pen, and creating some really beautiful things and showing different ways, because you can blend this with other inks using a water pen and you can get some really beautiful looks. I am just drawing a set of lips. Where is my nose? And sometimes I draw faces like this with the ultimate shadow. And then when you need more ink, you just squeeze it. And see, I have over squeezed. So you have to be very, very careful. But sometimes the scratchy look is nice. So it just, what's best is what's preference. So I hope you enjoyed this demo and me discussing these pens. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.